Welcome everyone to our week number 7 trading video for the 2021 season. This week we have an extended version involving 18 plays. Let's get started with play number 1, and our focus will be on the umpire, who does a great job of flagging the lineman downfield. He first notices the lineman downfield and then looks over his shoulder to see the location of the pass, and notices the pass is beyond the line of scrimmage. He then flags the lineman on the other side of the field, who has passed the 2 yards and downfield illegally. It is also acceptable for the head lineman or line judge to have a flag on this play. Good job. Play number 2 involves 3 clips, and our focus will be on the down marker. Remember when we meet with the chain crew before the game to inform them to only on the head linesman instructions. Down marker operators should also be instructed to stay at the previous spot and not change the down until instructed to do so by the officials. Mistakes can happen and downs can be lost if this practice is not followed. By practicing these procedures, we can reduce the chance or prevent a mistake. Clip number 1, the box changes immediately after the play and does not look like the head linesman gave those instructions. In clip number 2, the down marker is being changed just as the head linesman is spotting the ball and giving the dead ball signal. And finally, in clip number 3, the down marker is actually changed during the play. Let's ensure our chain crews follow our instructions. Play number 3, our focus will be on the nearest sideline in these 2 video clips. It is important we keep the 2-yard restricted area free of coaches, players, team personnel, and equipment. Notice in clip number 1, we have a player kneeling at the 33-yard line in the restricted zone. And we also have a water bottle carrier in this area, also around the 35-yard line. This is a safety issue for both the official working the sideline and the players in the game. If we correct this, teams will begin to police themselves. In the second clip, notice the goal line marker in the restricted zone. Prior to the game, when we walk the field, it is a good practice to move these out of the restricted zone. These markers can become a trip hazard for the official working the sideline. Also in both clips, the line judge needs to move back and work from the sideline. On play number 4, the umpire does a great job of keeping alert and flagging the extra action the 2 players on the 20-yard line. Great job of focusing on off-ball action here. Play number 5, we have a play clock visible on the field. Notice the back judge also provides a 10-second signal and a visible 5-second count. This is not necessary when a visible play clock is on the field. Although the back judge is right on time with the clock, this signal is not needed because we have a play clock that teams can look at on the field. Play number 6, our focus will be on the back judge kickoff. Hustle by the entire officiating crew is important as it demonstrates a good appearance. Walking when we should jog or run can give an impression we do not care. When viewing this, a coach could get the impression the official is not interested in being at the game and giving an appropriate effort. Our hustle is an important part of officiating a football game. On play number 7, we have 2 video clips showing good hustle by the referees. In clip 1, notice as the ball goes to the opposite side of the field, the referee hustles to follow up behind the play. Also notice the referee is looking back towards the middle of the field to help monitor this area, as the line judge, umpire, and back judge are probably focused on the area where the runner is. On clip number 2, the referee again hustles toward the opposite side of the field to assist with the play. Hustle like this gives a good appearance and also puts the official in good position to officiate the play. On play number 8, we get a flag on the player scoring the touchdown. Notice how he stands up and turns towards the defender and gives a touchdown signal in the defensive player's face. The offensive player is flagged for unsporting conduct. Remember to stay focused after the ball is dead. Defense has the option on this play to take the 15-yard penalty in the extra or on the succeeding kickoff. Our focus would be on the block, the back. The back judge does a good job of watching the blocks on this play and appropriately flags it. This penalty would be enforced from the spot of the foul, as the illegal block occurred during the run and not during the kick, as the receiver has possession of the ball, so the kick has ended. On play number 10, our focus will be on the receiver at the bottom of the screen near the line judge. First, we will look at the formation to establish the keys for the line judge. On this formation, the strength is on the head linesman's side, so the back judge's key will be on the head linesman's side of the field. This means the line judge's key will be the receiver nearest the line judge. And the line judge will also need to be running back to the quarterback. At the snap, follow the receiver at the bottom of the screen. Notice the defender holds him and takes him to the ground. This would not be pass interference as the ball was thrown to the head linesman's side of the field. This would be defensive holding. The key on this play is the hold involves a takedown of the receiver. This is a big advantage to the defense. Play number 11 involves a fake extra point. They pass by the holder. Stay focused on these plays so they do not catch you off guard. On this play, notice the holder never places his knee on the ground and rises and throws the pass. The holder will be permitted by rule to have a knee on the ground on this play, as long as he rises off his knee and throws the pass. We also need to know who is eligible by position and the number to ensure no player is down illegally. On play number 12, our focus will be on the action on the head lineman side of the field. First, notice the formation of the offense. The head lineman side is overloaded. First pass by the offense is backwards, and the head lineman needs to punch backwards to signal to his crew. On this play, the head lineman starts downfield, but notice only one receiver goes downfield in this play. It's the widest receiver in the head lineman's side. This is a situation where the back judge recognizes and focus on the receiver moving downfield. The head lineman should move back towards the backfield on this play and punch backwards to help get the ball correct. On this play, you can see the head lineman start to retreat to the backfield after moving downfield. This is why it is important to pause and then read and react to the play. On play number 13, our focus will be on the two players closest to the line judge. Notice at the snap, the line judge does a good job of drifting downfield. He appears to recognize the matchup between the two players nearest him. He does a great job of not looking downfield at the ball and stays with his action in his area. He sees the entire action of this play and is able to appropriately flag the player in white for holding with a takedown. The only recommendation is the line judge needs to stay wide, as after he throws his flag, he realizes the play is coming towards him and he has to retreat towards the sideline. But good job of getting this call correct on this punt. This would be a PSK enforcement as it appears the foul occurs during the kick. Play number 14, notice we have a fourth down play. Notice the formation of the offense. The offense is not in a scrimmage kick formation as the player in position to receive the snap is not 10 yards or more behind the ball, so the number exception does not apply in this formation. The crew will need to ensure that there are 5 players numbered 50 through 79 on the line of scrimmage. The crew will also need to know who is eligible and ineligible in this formation. At the snap, notice the snapper goes downfield. The line judge throws his flag. Good job to catch this on this type of play. On play number 15, our focus will be on the right guard, number 75. The line judge throws his flag for holding. This is a good call, as this is a takedown by the blocker, and you can easily see his left arm wrapped around the waist of the defender on this play. On play number 16, our focus will be on the bottom of the screen. It's number 33 for the offense coming to the field late. First thing is this player must go inside the numbers to be legal, and on this play, number 33 does. The line judge does a good job of recognizing he is not wearing his mouth guard properly and sending him back off the field. This is a good catch by the line judge, but remember, use the stop the clock signal in this play. On play number 17, we have an onside kick attempt on the first play of the game. We always need to be prepared for this so as to not get caught off guard. There's a lot to process on an onside kick attempt. A 5-person officiating crew, it adds to the challenge. First on this play, we have to ensure there are 4 K players on each side of the kicker. As the ball is kicked, the back judge has to determine if any K players are offside. As the play develops, it becomes clear there is a lot to look for and process on this play. As the ball rolls forward in the neutral zone, officials must be looking for whether K touches the ball in this zone first or does R touch the ball first. Officials also have to know who touches or recovers the ball and where the ball was touched or recovered first. By Rule 616, any K player may recover a free kick if it has both touched the ground and goes beyond the plane of R's free kick line. The 2 requirements may occur in any order. If K touches the ball before it goes beyond R's free kick line, it is first touching, and a beanbag needs to be placed at the spot. Officials also must be alert for any touching by R. It is caused by K pushing or blocking R into contact with the ball. This touching by R is ignored. Officials also must be ruling on 937, which states no member of the kicking team shall initiate contact to block an opponent on a free kick until the legal kick has traveled 10 yards and the kicking team is eligible to recover a free kick ball, or the receiving team initiates a block within the neutral zone. So as you can see, there's a lot to focus on in the process to rule on the onside kick. It's important the entire crew work together to provide any relevant information on this type of play. to work to get the call correct. A discussion of the crew may need to occur to ensure the crew uses all the action observed during the play to make the ruling. Stay focused, work as a team. Play number 18 is our final play for number 7. There's a lot to process on this play, and to get this play correct, there needs to be good communication by the crew. As you will also see in this clip, there needs to be some pre-snap preparations on this play to return to the proper spot. This play involves a running play. The offense is flagged for a holding call near the line of scrimmage. As the play continues and near the end of the run, the defense is flagged for a face mask penalty. The runner also loses the ball, and the defense recovers the ball. After the crew discusses the play, we'll see the referee give the signals. And because we have double fouls committed by both teams before a change in possession, the down, by rule, must be replayed. At this point, the ball would be returned to the previous spot, and that would be replayed. But we can notice that the chain crew has left the previous spot and moved upfield. In this game, the umpire was able to remember the previous spot of the play. Good communication with the referee. The ball was returned to the correct spot prior to the play. A recommendation is for at least the line judge or head linesman to take mental note of the yard line of the line of scrimmage prior to each snap. You may also want to note the yard line for the line to gain. The crew cannot always depend on the chain crew and must take initiative to be able to return to the previous spot. This is something the crew could discuss in the pregame, discuss who will take note of these yard lines during the game as to prevent the crew from not being able to return to the correct spot. This was a good job in this game by the officiating crew to get this call correct.